Hey guys, it's Sean was here back with another video. Today's video is going to be about introversion in the workplace. Now, to preface this, I work in corporate America, so I do a 9 to 5 in an office with a whole bunch of people. I got to have communication with people. I got to have conversations. I got to relay information. I got to do a whole bunch of shit forward facing and actually be in people's face. And of course, being an introvert, this totally sucks. Like 100% it just sucks. Being an introvert means that I don't like small talk. So those conversations that people have to build rapport, for me, it's like somebody stabbing me the whole time while I'm trying to have that conversation with them. Like, say for instance, somebody comes through and says, "Oh, how was your weekend?" I'm like, "It's good." I'm not finna add any more to that because I don't have nothing more to say. And in the corporate environment, this can sometimes be seen as, again, antisocial. But you shouldn't feel ashamed if you're introverted, especially in a corporate environment. Yes, corporate America leans extremely extroverted, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be. You don't have to be something you're not to exist in a corporate space. Working in corporate America, I'm an introvert and I am unapologetically an introvert. Like, I'm not going to change who I am to fit any type of standards or none of that. Like, when I apply, when I'm on the interviews, when I interview, I tell them straightforward, no cap, that I am somebody that's a man of few words. But my skills in my career field, they speak for themselves. So I shouldn't necessarily have to prove anything to anybody. Like, I come through, I do my work, I do my job, and I leave. And I do my job efficiently and effectively, even as an introvert. So for anybody out there that feels like, oh, they can't exist in corporate America because they're not extroverted or they're not outspoken, that's bullshit. Like, you can truly 100% exist in a corporate environment and be 100% introverted. I mean that. There are lots of spaces for introverts to work comfortably and successfully. And with the boon of remote working and, having remote jobs, either fully remote or hybrid, that helps us even way more. I know during the pandemic, like, I was considered an essential worker, so I still had to go into the office, I still had to work, I still had to do all of that. But at the beginning, I was fully remote, and it was nothing short of a blessing. Like, I was completely 100% extremely happy to work remotely during the pandemic. It was a blessing. Like, all the introverts everywhere could probably agree with me that working during the pandemic remotely was just a blessing. Like, we were so happy, we were comfortable in our own spaces. We didn't gotta be in the office talking to people, making all that shitty ass small talk. It was a blessing. But of course now we are back to normal. So a hybrid schedule for the most part is the most widespread working model going on right now. And of course, it means that you have to go into the office, unfortunately. Now, that's suffice to say, like, once again, introverts are not antisocial. So we can go into the office. And for some people, going there even once or twice a week is actually wanted. Like, you actually want to go in and, get that communication and get that one-on-one with people. But introverts just can't do it as often as extroverts. So a hybrid model for me especially works extremely well because that way I can go into the office 3 days a week, do what I gotta do my on-site shit, and then the other days I'm remote. So I don't gotta be in somebody's face every single day, you feel me? And then even the days I go into the office, like, I'm not that kind of person that's gonna be going up to you randomly and having conversations with you during the day. I got shit to do. I got work. I got I got deliverables I gotta give in. I got meetings. I got shit to do. So I don't got time to be having small talk all the time. And I'm somebody that wants to go to work and do my work as soon as I possibly can, finish that shit as soon as I can, and I dip. I can't just be going to work and do all that fluff. I'm somebody that does not 100% does not want to stay at work longer than I have to. I am not doing that. It's just not happening. I can't be that kind of person because I just don't like being there. Like, no funny shit. I don't like being at work. I don't like being there. I really don't. Like, I'm gonna just be extremely honest and say I do not like being in the office. But in my career field, you have to be. I have to be in the office at some point to do my job effectively. So I have to be comfortable with going there at least once or twice a week. For me, it's 3 times, but if I could choose it, I would probably knock down one day, but I can't. But this is just to say that if you're an introvert, you should not feel any type of way about being an introvert, especially in your job or whatever space you are in or you're occupying. You be that introvert. I'm an 100% unapologetic introvert. Like, I'm not going to be fake and throw out all that energy I don't have. Like, and I can't do it. Like, I can't. This is who I am. And like, all the jobs that I worked at, they had to accept that because at the end of the day, it's like, you either accept me for who I am or you lose this bomb-ass worker that applied and is showcasing his skills on the job. Like, my work speaks for itself, like I said before. So at the end of the day, like, oh yeah, I'm quiet or whatever, but nobody not complaining that Sean not finishing his work. Nobody not complaining that I'm not getting my work done, and there's no department coming saying that, oh, Sean hasn't been delivering this, or he's not on meetings, or he's not even communicating. No, I do all of that. But as an introvert, I do it a lot less than an extrovert. And yeah, corporate America, it leans extroverted. That's just what it is. It's always leaned that way from as long as I can remember. I've been working in corporate America for what, 10, 11 years now. And all the time I've worked in the corporate America, most of the people that get the raises and get all the opportunities, they are extroverted. And I do understand that to a T. But in my honest opinion, and also in my experience, I've gotten lots of opportunities even being an extrovert, because at the end of the day, my work speaks for itself. So I would just say, if you're an introverted, just make sure that your work is speaking for itself. If you're working in corporate America, if you're working at any job, whatever, just make sure your work speaks for itself, because they might make it seem like as though because you're not talking as much that you aren't contributing as much as well, which is cap. That's OD cap right away. Sometimes people who talk the most not doing shit. They're not saying shit. They're talking around and they're talking circles. You could tell when somebody just want to hear themselves talk because they keep talking in circles. And I feel like in corporate America, they do that quite a bit. They do that quite a lot. And at the end of the day, I just feel like a lot of that shit is fluff. And you can just showcase who you are, what you know, your skills, your knowledge, and still be yourself in the environment that you're in. So yeah, like, my experience working as an introvert in corporate America is just, I am who I am. Like, I don't go to work and be somebody that I'm not. And I implore all of you, anybody watching this video, to go to work and be unapologetically yourself. Do not posture for anybody. Do not put on for nobody. Don't do that shit at all, please. Like, be yourself. You introverted, you don't talk much, you don't talk much. Just don't be antisocial, please. Don't go in there and then people saying hi to you and you like, whatever. Don't do that now. That's different. That's a whole different type of shit right there. But for the most part, you be yourself. You be yourself. You go in there, you be your authentic self, and you just showcase who you are. That's what I do, and I can't do nothing else. So yeah, that's what this video is mostly about, is just being an introvert in your workspace. And whatever workspace you inhabit, that you occupy, just be yourself. Like, this channel is my experience as an introvert in this world, and just me trying to help other people who might be introverted be themselves. Like, I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm gonna speak for all introverts or whatever, but at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of introverts feel like they gotta put on just to be in spaces. And like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Don't put on for shit. Like, you be yourself. You be you, please. You introverted, be you. You extroverted, be you too. But you be you. Like, I'm introverted, I'm not gonna be nothing else. I just can't do it. Like I said before, like, even all this talking, I'm doing it for you guys, for YouTube. Like, in person, like, I'll be like, yo, what's good? Yeah, we good. Everything all right. All right, bet. Like, later. Boom, done. That's how I work too. That's how I work too. Like, I be like that at work too. You know, I work in IT, so I do have to explain what I'm doing and procedures, and I gotta explain what steps I took to solve the issue, and I gotta, like, translate it to people. So I gotta do quite a bit of talking, more so than I would like, but that's my job, and I accepted that. But at the same time, it's like, I'm still not going to add any more than who I really am while doing that. And I implore you all to do the same. So for all my introverts out there, working in corporate America, it's fine. You can do that, and you can succeed, and you can prosper. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, okay? Working in corporate America as an introvert, we can make our space. We can showcase our worth, and we can force them to accept us as who we are because of the work we do and the value and integrity we have in that work. So once again, this is Sean was here, and for all my introverts out there, you be you. You feel me? Take care.